Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of the key demographic of 18 to 49, it's time for your main event, Wrestling with Mark!
Hello and welcome to Wrestling with Mark. With me, Mark. We, us, WWE fans, are truly being spoiled as we approach our second premium live event in the month of May. After an absolutely incredible Backlash PLE in France, Jeddah in Saudi Arabia have a lot to live up to, as a crowd of course. Not a bad start on SmackDown, but could do better. France have set the bar so high, part of me thinks that we may never see such a crowd reaction again. But I do think Jeddah have a lot to look forward to with the lineup for the 2024 King and Queen of the Ring. Before I give you my thoughts and predictions for the up-and-coming event, for a while now, something rather special has been happening twice a week on our TV screens and within the last few weeks on various social media platforms. I am, of course, talking about the glitched QR codes that have been flashing up in blink or you'll miss it moments on Raw, SmackDown, and even on Backlash. Now, I haven't got time to break down all the images from WhatsApp and the WWE website or the videos from Twitch. I am simply too late for that bandwagon, and to be honest, I've been relying on YouTuber Wrestling Days and his community to help me decode the meanings behind said content, and I highly suggest you check them out. You can find him on Twitter at Wrestling Days YT, and that's Days with a Z. Or you can just search him on YouTube. In fact, if you search Uncle Howdy on YouTube, I'm pretty sure he'll come up. Now, all signs point to the return of Uncle Howdy, and I can't bloody wait. Of course, it would appear that he's not going to be alone. His latest video had him writing letters, all different. One definitely seemed to be aimed at Nikki Cross, staring into the abyss. Other rumoured members include Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy, and of course Eric Rowan, an original member of the Wyatt family. Now the big question, a date floating around. Shown in one of the QR codes was the 25th of the 5th in Roman numerals. Coincidentally, the date of the King and the Queen of the Ring PLE. Also, however, the birthday of Taylor Rotunda, aka Bo Dallas. I'm not going to lie, I really hoped that we would see the faction debuting sooner than later, so I kind of had my heart set on seeing them this weekend. However, last night's Twitch video appeared to suggest a date in June of 2024, with the day missing. This could potentially mean Clash at the Castle, or perhaps even a SmackDown or Raw. Also, would it make sense to debut the faction overseas, especially with the satanic vibes of the video clues shown? I can't imagine that going down too well in Saudi Arabia. And how would the group get there unspotted? Then, of course, during SmackDown, we had another code. Pretty cryptic again, but this time it seemed to suggest that the force behind this mystery wants to keep the momentum of these puzzles going a little longer. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and my Uncle Howdy mask by my side, but I have a feeling we'll have to wait a little longer for the new Wyatt group to hit our screens. Keep an eye out for a PLE QR code though. So, time then for some predictions for the WWE Queen and King of the Ring PLE 2024. Undisputed WWE Championship match, Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. As obvious as the outcome for this match may be, I am excited to see it. Logan Paul has come on leaps and bounds in my estimation. I've never really doubted his in-ring ability. He's been pretty good from the start, but his mic work has left a lot to be desired. That is, until recently. He has become everything that an arrogant heel should be. Cocky and entitled, and it's working. Although I have to say, I wasn't completely sold on tonight's SmackDown, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time. At the contract signing, the albeit predictable removal of the US Championship from the picture pretty much set the outcome in stone. Although I think Cody has what it takes to make this match just as good as anything Logan has done to date. I expect a lot of shenanigans from Logan Paul's posse, but I'm sure that Cody will come out on top. This is a nice little filler until The Rock gets back, and we start to see that Cody's title run is under threat. For me, a solid win for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. The Women's World Championship, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. I've missed Mummy. Becky has been doing a good job as champion recently, having run-ins with both Damage Control and Liv Morgan, whilst also mentoring her fellow Irish woman Lyra Valkyria. And Liv's promos have been improving. I've not been feeling Liv since her return at the Rumble, but she seems to be gaining some momentum now as a heel. I want to see Liv and Mammy go at it when Mammy returns, especially since she's been messing around with certain members of the Judgment Day. Does this potential feud need a title? Or do I want to see more Becky Damage Control shenanigans with the title involved? I'm not sure. And to be honest, I'm not that heavily invested yet. So for this one, I'll play it safe and say Becky for the win. Or should it be Liv? Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed. Will we finally get to see a real conclusion to this match? I feel like we've seen it before. Or have I? I don't know. The whole Sami and Chad story has been a good one so far. Lots of emotion, friendship and betrayal. Oh, and Bronson Reed as well. Why is Bronson Reed in this match? I'm not sure, to be honest. Chad Gable's character change has been really good. No doubt building to a match with Otis. Poor Otis. And I've felt pretty bad for the rest of the Alpha Academy as well. I actually wouldn't mind seeing them all turn heel. A Dark Alpha Academy would be cool. But without Chad, I feel there's not long left for these guys. I'd like to see Sami Zayn move on to another feud, preferably with the title. I love Sami and I want to see him keep the belt for at least a little longer. And why would you beat him in Saudi? He was well received there last time, so I hope he wins. As for Bronson Reed, I have nothing against him. He is believable as a threat, but being mixed up in this feud, he seems like the third wheel. Could he be there to win the championship? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Could he cost Sammy the title so Gable gets his grubby, mean little mitts on the belt without Sammy eating the pin? WWE have never been shy about pinning Sammy before, so why is he there? I think I'm going for Sammy to win this and hopefully move on to pastures new. King of the Ring finals. Gunther versus Randy frickin' Orton. With the Ring General Gunther beating Jey Uso on Raw and Randy beating Tama Tonga on tonight's SmackDown, it would appear we are in for one hell of a men's final. The Legend Killer, who has become a legend himself, versus a no doubt future WWE champion. This one is a tough call, and with Triple H announcing the winners of the King of the Ring having a title shot at SummerSlam, the stakes seem pretty high. Could Randy Orton win his first ever King of the Ring and go on to challenge Cody at SummerSlam? That would certainly make a great match. Teacher versus student. I am the master now. Or could Gunther go on to challenge the WWE champion on Raw, whoever that may be at the time, and my money's on Drew. Gunther has been the favourite to win even before the competition started, even before he was announced for the competition. However, Randy does seem like a logical option with a looming title shot. There is always a possibility that the Bloodline could get involved and cost Randy the match, although with Kevin Owens returning, it seems unlikely. Also, why cheapen a win for Gunther? If anyone can beat Randy, it's him. If this match is the headline match, there could be a possibility of an Uncle Howdy story intertwining somehow. But with the latest QR code seeming to hint that it's not ready, then I doubt that. I'm going to stick my neck out on this one. While my head says Gunther, my heart says Randy Orton for the win. Queen of the Ring finals, Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax. Someone's getting a push, aren't they? Raw's new recruit Lyra Valkyria versus the unstoppable force Nia Jax. Well, I have to be honest, Lyra has looked pretty good since joining the roster 5 minutes ago. She has aligned herself with the man Becky Lynch and already come to blows with Damage Control and Liv Morgan. And good on her, I say. She clearly is a very talented performer. Nia Jax, on the other hand, has had little luck as winning anything goes for a while now. I like Nia. I'm glad she's moved to SmackDown. Her match with Bianca Belair tonight was good. She's now beaten both Bianca and Jade, which is no mean feat, even if Jade was a disqualification and Bianca was injured. It's going to be good to see Nia mixing with the SmackDown roster. As far as SummerSlam goes, which one makes more sense? Nia versus Bayley or Lyra versus Becky? Well, both do actually. I can see Becky wanting to put Lyra over at SummerSlam. The only problem is, will Becky still be champ by then? Nia versus Bayley would be good as well. But will Bayley still be champ by then? Especially with the newly teased feud between her and Piper Niven with Clash of the Castle just around the corner. Piper has been looking strong recently. Again, I think it's a heart-head situation going on. But this time, my heart is with the heel Nia Jax and my head is with Lyra Valkyria. I'm going with my heart, Nia Jax, for the win. And last but not least, the newly added Tag Team Championship match, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Another pre-show match for the tag titles. Bianca and Jade for the win. Easy. Short and sweet, that last one, and that's it for my predictions. I'm off to watch more Wrestling Days videos on YouTube, fingers crossed for Uncle Howdy, and enjoy King and Queen of the Ring. Goodbye for now.
Wrestling with Mark. Brought to you by Mr. Fisher Productions.